What is going on, everybody? This is Danny. I like to play with wood. Today, I've got two of my kids here with me. This one affectionately known as daughter, and this one we call boy. We're gonna go through the paces of building these little DIY Christmas trees. Follow along, it's gonna be fun, I hope. A couple of years ago, I left corporate America behind in the pursuit of finding true happiness doing what I love, woodworking. The entrepreneurial journey has been a challenge, but with the support of my wife and kids, we're making it work. I've decided that I want to share the very basics of woodworking with all of you, using as basic of tools as possible to show you that you can create custom pieces for your home as well. Follow along. I look forward to working with you. Here we're just taking our tree spine, I guess you could call it, as well as our pieces for the tree itself, gluing and brad nailing, just basically making the general height of the tree and width of the tree. Uh, Again, just glue and brad nails. The glue will set over time, and the brad nails are just kind of there to hold it in place. So here we're making a mark down the side of the tree to give it that triangle shape. And I'm just kind of eyeballing a center mark for the top so that way it is as close to symmetrical as possible, and just taking a ruler and marking on down the line.
Line it up like this. Is it lined up right?
Yeah, you're fine.
Try bringing it down more.
You're good. Just go with it. Here we have my daughter operating the jigsaw. Um, Really just kind of self-explanatory. You line up the blade on the saw with the line and you cut. And there you have a triangle shaped tree. Here's my son. Needed a little help, so I had to push the saw and keep it level. Outside of that, he did a pretty good job, I think. As you could see, those pieces were still a little loose just because the glue hadn't set up on them yet. But over time, like I mentioned, the glue sets and you're off to the races. All right. For this next step, I'm going to go ahead and just take a quick power nap. The kids have it under control. So, yeah, nap time for me. Sanding. That's why I went and took a nap. Uh, just generally sanding off the basic, uh, you know, shavings from using the jigsaw. It's always a rough cut with a jigsaw, so taking off some of the excess there before we decide to start painting. Here I just used a Rust-Oleum Bittersweet was the color. It's what I had. And these pieces are just for the base, um, which you'll see a little bit later. Here, the kids used camouflage green Rust-Oleum paint. Uh, my boy, he was standing a little too close. I was worried about some spray off and wanted to kind of show him the right technique there. Uh, the nozzle was a little too hard for him to push down on his own, so we ended up giving him the easy trigger there. You can buy that from, I mean, I think any store basically in their paint sections. Again, this is just a very basic, I mean, kids can do it, which is awesome. So here with the bases, we ended up angling the trees back just a little bit to kind of alleviate some of the balance issues that there may be. And we just use a little CA glue and a brad nailer just to set the trees. All right, so there you have it. Very easy, very simple. You could do clamps instead of brad nails if you don't have a brad nailer. To speed up the process, I went with the brads. Thanks again. We'll see you next time. Remember to play with your wood.